All right. Well, hello, everybody. It is early on a Monday morning, and I am super excited because today we're talking about upgrading
All
your
right. Well,
business.
hello,
Hold
everybody.
on.
It is early on a Monday.
I got to turn that off. I never know where it's going to start, when it's going to
Yeah.
do it, and so that is my bad. So anyway, we are talking about upgrading your business strategy today, and I am super excited to have Terra Bohlman with me. She is in charge of our upgrade experience, and I want to talk about business strategy, and I also want to tell you about a unique opportunity to come hang out with us in Houston this Friday. This is a very limited invitation because it's almost sold out. But we're going to talk about that soon. So welcome, Terra.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. Like on this Monday, I've got my coffee. I am ready to do this.
Well, that's an experience in itself. So I'm super glad to have you. So I know that one of the things that you're focused on, and one of my intentions for 2018 is that I'm really going to be more intentional, which means having strategy. And that means looking at things, I think, from a big picture as opposed to what I feel like doing when I wake up on a Monday morning.
Right. Sometimes it's just surf Instagram and not like work on our business.
No, we stopped that. I turned off all my social media notifications because that
Me
is the
too.
biggest time suck ever.
And email.
But I
and
love
all that.
social media. And so, like I said, I'm so glad to be talking to you. And so I just want to talk about the strategy piece of it, because this is what you shine at, is the strategy and making sure everything works. Tell me how people get started. Where do we start? What's like the first thing?
Yeah. So the first thing for me is, I guess just to give you a little background, like in my business, I'm about year 6 in. And about year 1, 2, I was really like stressed out because I was not getting that momentum that I wanted. And I saw everyone around me like becoming internet famous or just like killing it. And I'm like, wait a minute, like they just stepped into this. I've been doing business consulting for 15 years, working for Fortune 500s. Like, what am I doing wrong? So what really helped me was stepping back and just getting really clear on my business strategy. So the clarity piece is huge. So what I did is I created what I call now my business maps, which is the complete how-to guide on how to run your entire business from like start to like finish. And so for me, you have to start with getting complete clarity in your business. And sometimes that's slowing down, stopping, taking one day to work on your business instead of just in it, and getting really clear on the foundation, which really is, for me, it always starts with your core values. And core values are one of these things a lot of people go, oh yeah, I know mine. Well, if you know them, that's great, but you got to document them and share them with the world, especially your team and whoever is on the bus with you trying to make this business successful, because you cannot expect that they're in your head. So a lot of women entrepreneurs that I work with, they have a plan, but it's still in their head, right? So it's like, we got to get it out of your head onto paper. And then what I do with my private clients, I run that through my filter, which is really my brain, just to make it go, okay, is this a profitable business model? How does this work from down? And it's very customized for you, because what makes you successful and your gifts, like obviously media and all that good stuff, it freaks other people out. So you kind of have to go a different strategy for people so that it's congruent with you. So yeah, the first step really is understanding your core values and where you stand, and then getting really clear on who you are, what you sell, having a signature offer that you sell over and over again, that one thing, not 16 things, and how you sell it, how you market, and really who's on the team, your dream team, who's going to help you along the way. And I think once you have these core pieces down, that clarity that comes, to you, and the confidence that comes with running a business is huge. And that's why I'm doing this event, because we got to get to work on our businesses. Yeah,
and I already made a note, like get the business map from Terra. Like, what does that even?
Yeah.
I think that's so phenomenal, and I agree, and I tell people all the time, even with media or with branding, every facet of your business, I think that you really have to be clear on who you are.
Right.
I've been my brand for 20 years, and I think one of the reasons that it has sustained for so long and it's still, it's successful is because it was always built on who I was, not what was hot at the moment. And some people say, like, they want to have the business that's hot at the moment. They want to be the brand that's hot at the moment. And unfortunately, it doesn't sustain the test of time. And I can think, and you can speak to this too, when you show up and you're not who you are, you're not operating with authenticity, people can spot that a mile away.
Yep. And then enter imposter syndrome, right? Where it's like, and that's who I tend to work with a lot of very high achieving, type A women, and they're visible, right? Like they look awesome online. They've got it together. They maybe have 100,000 like followers on YouTube and stuff like that. But they're coming to me going, but I'm not making any money, Terra. And I'm like, I know you're, well, what I call internet famous, but you don't have anything to sell and package, and you don't have that signature offer to bring people closer to you because you've given them everything for free. And I am all for free. Like I give away way more than I ever charge for, but you still have to have that way and that funnel that moves them closer to you. And it's such a problem because everyone around you thinks you're just killing it and you're like freaking out like how you're gonna pay for your tools or even your rent sometimes. And it's just like, and we can't have that because we have too many women influencers that we need to help build a platform. And and a lot of the times they have to go back and get jobs because their purpose is so inside them, but they haven't figured out how to monetize it.
Right. And I'm just typing the information from Houston. It's called the Business Upgrade Experience, and you can log on and check it out. It's thebusinessupgrade.com/register. And I even have a special code that if you put it in, you can join us in Houston. It's this Friday. I will be there, and I'll be talking about media. And I think that's so one of the things that I posted in the very beginning of the year, because I think especially for women, that struggling should not be your status. Like if we're not doing something every single second of the day, if we look like we are working hard, then that doesn't say success for some reason.
Right.
And trust me, success is hard work. I mean, you have to put in the work. Most people don't just show up and they're successful. They say overnight success takes about 10 years.
Yes.
Of hard work. That most people don't see. So I'm certainly not saying that you don't have to put in the work. You don't have to pay your dues. You don't have to do that. But it should not overtake your life. I mean, we all want to be successful so that life becomes better. And I think that it's fascinating that, that you have seen the same thing. I've seen the same thing too. I was with a client the other day because she has like 40 different programs, but it's like she'll sell one and then she's like completely on to the next one.
Right.
And so I love that you push having a signature program that you just push over and over and over again. And so how does one start about creating that signature program?
Yeah. So for me, it just becomes, depending on where you are in your business, right? There's startup, and then there's the growth stage, and then there's leverage. Like those are the people that come to me. They're like, I am making enough money. I just need my life back and my time, and I need to automate more. But, so depending on where you are in your business, if you're at a startup phase, get really clear on your one thing. Like the reason, I guarantee, you're awesome as it is, but like when people think of Nikki Woods, they think of media, right? When they think of, whether it's Marie Forleo, they think of B School, right? So you have your one thing, and you just stick to that one thing, and create a signature package around it. So, and that works even if you sell a product. So oftentimes I talk to people and they're like, well, I'm in network marketing and, here's what I have. I'm like, well, bundle your favorite products that work for you, that you can, speak from your heart and from your experience. And that becomes your signature bundle, package. So whether you sell a product, if you're a jewelry designer, have your starter kit. If you're a consultant or a coach or, in the creative business, think through your customer journey, right? From start to finish of that perfect customer. And that's something we're going to be doing at the Business Upgrade Experience on Friday as well, is we're going to be stopping and taking time creating your perfect customer, down to naming him or her. Like mine, she's Jillian, she's my best friend, she's imaginary, but but I know everything about her. Like, and when you know that, and it just your marketing, where you go in the media, like everything becomes so much easier. And I feel like if you can know exactly who you want to work with, and it's not everybody who has money. That's always sometimes people, well, who's your customer? Anyone who has money. No, it's not. Trust me, they'll be your biggest pain in the butt. Let's get really intentional and strategic about it. And then you know who to attract. So then you take that perfect customer and then you create what is that perfect journey for them. Like if I know Jillian enough to say, wow, she's really struggling with, time, and she's making money in her business, but only if she's in her business. So I say, okay, if I could get her to step back and I could, we'll document her entire business, do a business map, and she has a how-to guide, a training manual, her operations guide that she can give to her team so that they know what to do when she wants to take that vacation and actually disconnect. So, so to me, knowing who you want to sell to, creating that perfect journey, and then that offer is just for that person. So that's how you create your signature package.
And the dogs go crazy. And so I love that because I think that a lot of people, and I'm so surprised by who does this and who doesn't do this. They never fail to do this. And they're barking at absolutely nothing.
Of course, right?
People never fail to not follow through with what the customer experience is. And
right.
So they will send an email and I'm like, well, did you test links? No, they didn't test links. If they go to if they go to your service cart, do you know what's going on? No, they don't know what's going on. And so literally during this business upgrade, and I'm going to grab this dog in a second because he's driving. Okay. During this business upgrade, do you take them through that process and go step by step? Like first you need to check links. Second, you need to.
Okay, you grab the dog. So depending on your business model and what makes sense, like we go through exactly, that starts to come into the sales process, right? So we know what you're selling. And then once we know what you're selling, then we go into how are you going to sell it, right? What works for you? So for me, when I work with one-on-one clients, I do a fast track discovery call or consultation where I give them their next best business step, right? No matter what, like I'm giving value whether they want to work with me or not. Right. And if they do, and I'm not pushy about anything. So it's like, if it's a fit, they'll ask me, hey, what's it like to work with you? But if not, I don't offer it because they're not ready. So, so that's my sales process. But for someone else, if you're selling online or if you have an e-course or what have you, it's like, yes, we have to go through those step-by-steps so that your customer has that fabulous journey and that experience, because we all know like keeping an existing customer is so much less expensive than always continuing to pay to fish and pay to market to attract new. Right. And I think women, we're always thinking we got to always be on the hustle, attracting the new. It doesn't have to be that way.
And I was watching something, and something you said made me think about this, about the whole attraction marketing concept, and really like attracting your ideal client and not necessarily going out to find it. Right. And I think it's fascinating because one of the things that they said, because, you see all these things like, oh, you have to be doing Facebook Lives, and oh, you have to be doing, if you're not doing mobile marketing, if you're not doing messenger marketing. And she was saying, if you don't like it, don't do it.
Amen.
Because if you don't like it and you're not going to do it, you show up with that energy about not liking to do it. So like for me, like I love Facebook Live. I mean, I love video. I love talking to people. And so that's why I do so much of it. There are other things that I absolutely do not like doing. And I will tell you, once I really got clear on my ideal client, like what I have to offer, what the value is, and where they have to be in order to say yes, because not everybody is ready. Like you said, not everybody's ready for you.
Nope.
Where they have to be to say yes, it became so much easier because then I'm not chasing people, just trying to get clients.
Right.
Now I'm waiting for the people who can actually pay what I charge and are aware of the value and that sort of thing. And so I think that that's phenomenal. And I'm super excited. We connected not too long ago. We connected at another conference for e-women. And so once we talked and we decided to do this, I can't wait to find other opportunities to work with you and to learn from you.
And vice versa.
Yeah, but and I'm going to be in Houston on Friday with you and all of your phenomenal ladies. And it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be teaching media. I'm going to talk about closing the gap between media and money. because I think that that's the one step that a lot of people are missing. They're like, oh, visibility is great, media is great, but how does it pay off?
Right.
So I'm going to be closing the gap because I know that anybody connected with you is ready to hear about that kind of stuff.
Yes, and that's so true. And where I'm at in my business, I think I'm like year 6 or 7, and I did my time doing a lot of whether it's podcast interviews, summits, writing articles, being featured here and there. And it really is one of these things that no matter what, because one of the questions I ask when someone wants to talk to me is, how'd you hear about me? And now more and more I'm getting where I'm not doing outward bound marketing like you talked about. It's inward. They're like, I heard about you on, I read about you on Forbes.com, I this and that, or I Googled, women business coach and you came up. Like, oh my gosh, this SEO thing, it does work, right? So yes,
it works.
Because when you stay consistent at it, and that's another thing we're going to be working through. So this is like a hands-on, it's a mix of a workshop and a conference, right? Because I believe that if you're going to show up and you're going to give me your time for the day, I want to create the most amazing experience possible for you. And you're going to actually apply what I'm teaching to your business. So I have worksheets. I can't tell you this workbook, that you're going to get is like priceless. But where you actually get time, and we're going to create your strategic marketing plan. I have a 3-step formula that is going to take that overwhelm right out of your brain and get you into action. So we're going to create stuff for you. You're going to leave with value, because I don't like going to events where you don't leave with value.
And I think that just from talking to you and learning some of the things that you have in store for everybody, this really is an experience. It's going to be fun too.
Yeah.
And I think that you're going to be in the room with so many powerful ladies. I mean, I looked at the lineup and there's some people that I'm trying to meet.
Yeah.
So,
oh, cool.
It's going to be great. And so I think that, that you have thought about every, some people throw birthday parties and then some people throw birthday extravaganzas. You're the extravaganza chick.
Yeah.
Like, you're the one that's going to take it to the next level. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm just thrilled because I think that the more, I talk to more and more people every day who are focused on this piece. They're focused on the strategy. They're focused on putting it all together. And so I'm going to just check on Facebook real quick to see if anybody has any questions. Oh, hey guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We have a lot of people on. Good morning. Thank you. And so I just want to, I want to see if anybody has any questions. Oh my goodness, George Daniels. So you don't know George Daniels, but George Daniels is a big deal.
Oh.
He's out of Chicago. I love George. He's out of Chicago. He owns George's Music Room. And he's like one of the icons in the music business.
Well, George would love that. I'm flying in a woman singer-songwriter from New York City. Like, I had to sign my first writer for this event. So that tells you a little bit of what I feel about
that
music.
tells you about the
We're having some live music at this event. Yeah.
So hi George. I love him so much, and I don't nearly get to talk to him as often as I would like to, but it's good to see you on. And so so I'm excited. I posted the link. You guys can go check it out. It is thebusinessupgrade.com/register. If you use the code friend of Nikki, you get a very special discount, but I'm letting you know now, this is the last week. And I'm sure marketing, we're on steroids and it's going to be filled up quickly. So you certainly want to get in.
And VIP is sold out. So that's sold out last week. So we've got general admission. We still have like 8, 9 seats. Then we're kind of at fire code for the country.
Fire code. Who cares about fire code?
Right, yeah.
So I'm excited, Terra, and I'm just thrilled that we've connected. I mean, I love how my circle is expanding and including people that I need for my own business. And so I am super excited about that. Do you have anything else that you want to kind of tease them with before we get out of here?
Ooh, I wish I was a better teaser. I'm more like just, hey, this is
just show up.
This is what it is. Just come if you can make it, even if you're in Dallas, Austin, wherever. I mean, we've got people flying in from Denver, Colorado, Salt Lake City, New York, some other, different states. And we're going to do a pre-party Thursday night. So if you do register and you want to come over, we're staying, I'm even staying, I got a suite at the hotel down the road, and we're doing like a pre-event the night before. And you'll get all the information on that too. So that way, if you do come, make it worth your while. Like once people started flying in, I was like, okay, I can't just have them come for the day. Like
Oh,
it
I
needs to
know,
be like
right?
a 8.25, or something.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's going to
Awesome.
be a lot. You'll leave very full. You'll leave with exactly what you need. I have no doubt. I've got amazing women in the room, including Nikki. I mean, these, and we're all givers. That's the reality. Is everyone I hang out with, and every woman that's on it, the panel and whatnot, they all deserve their own like keynote. Like they're that good. Like I'm almost embarrassed to ask them to like, well, you'll be talking for about 5 minutes on stage, and yeah, so it's a powerhouse. You'll leave with some serious contacts and connections. We've got vendors, sponsors, food. You're going to be like full of food, down to like a donut bar to like gluten-free cupcakes in the afternoon. Like it's the best value around, if I could say that. Like it
No,
really is.
I totally agree. And I put on events, so I'm just like amazed
Yes.
with the grace and ease that you are.
Oh.
I'm like,
Oh, I'm getting there. I just texted my best friend. I said, I think I need a clone this week. But
Yeah.
take down to swag bags. I mean, I'm just, like it's one of these things. It's like wedding week, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
wedding
no,
week
it's go time
minus
for
the groom.
sure.
It's go time.
It's
So
go
we're gonna.
time.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
So thank you. You can look and check out the link. I did post the link. It is thebusinessupgrade.com/register. The code is friend of Nikki. Even if you can't make the event, I totally encourage you to connect with Terra on Facebook. She's got an amazing Facebook group and community that can help you, uplift you, support you through this strategic time of our businesses. And I just want to thank you. Like I said, I'm really excited about our connection. I look forward to learning from you and supporting you. And if you need to call me, even though I'm in Dallas, if I can do anything to help you this week, just give me a shout.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you on Friday and learning from you. So anything that ties in money, that's where I feel like women are talking about the money and the profitability about business. And that's what we need to do. So I love that. When you send over your keynote, I'm like, yes, perfect.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in on Facebook. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks again, Terra.
Bye. See ya.